Hey Cancer, your September tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your theme is home, and your bonus message, which I usually hold off until the end, but it just ties in so neatly with this theme, is gather your nuts. So it's a call to restore your home, whether you're prepping your household for the winter, preparing your body, which is your home, for an upcoming physical challenge by getting proper nutrients and rest. You're restocking, you're nesting, you're battening down the hatches, you're circling the wagons. So I have pulled 3 clarifiers to get a clearer picture of what they're getting at. So first you have the Queen of Candles or Wands. This represents your passionate and extroverted side, the part of you that wants to go for something and reach for something. And home is like your charging dock for that electric persona. So I'm hearing refuel and recharge so that you can be on. There's a meme I keep handy, and it says, instead of asking if I've done enough work to deserve rest, ask, have I rested enough to do my most meaningful work? But I like to say fierce instead of meaningful, especially with that Queen of Wands. She represents the ferocity within you. So are you tending to that ferocity? Next, you have the Nine of Blades or Swords. So build up your safety net so that you can sleep soundly. This shows you struggling to rest peacefully because of worry, sleeping with one eye open. You need to address issues around what doesn't feel safe and how you can create a better feeling of haven and sanctuary. And if you don't have the power right now to do that externally, are there ways that you can build an inner sanctuary? Or is there safety in some kind of return to hometown, return to parents, return to something familiar and nurturing? Now finally, you have the Ace of Sigils or Pentacles. So when it comes to physical homes, structures, this would be the foundation or cornerstone. Home is like the fertile soil from which you grow your life and your family. And this card represents what you are planting in that soil, or at least when taken together, it's your environment. Is your environment appropriate for what it is that you desire to plant and bring to fruition? So metaphorically, it's about not starting a seedling without preparing a nice pot for it or a safe patch of garden. Do you have the resources to take care of your seed? You probably do, or at least you have them available, because they're telling you in September is the month to gather it all into you, to take stock and to fill in any gaps. There is a demand coming. So they want you in a preparatory mindset, like you would prepare your home to expand your family in, or to receive guests, or to sell even, because I think some of you are moving. This could definitely represent a new home for some of you. Now, getting into your week-to-week forecast, week 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Home is at the center of the wheel, where all of the chaos of the world plays out around the edges. Home is not a place in this sense, but a centeredness of mind. This is a time to establish your constant for any upcoming changes that might come between now and the end of the year. So what brings you back to home base, home position, home mind centeredness? Now week 2, you have the Six of Pentacles, so you could be finding it easier to maintain balance here. Sixes are harmony and balance, so it's a time that you could see increased generosity or reciprocity. You could see favors returned or be feeling more charitable yourself. Hospitality is a huge theme with Six of Pentacles and home together. In the story of the ant and the grasshopper, you are clearly the ant, having taken care of your resources and making sure that you are set. So when the grasshopper comes knocking, which it might this week, it might be tempting to turn him away, but with the influence of Wheel of Fortune energy around you, keep in mind the karmic principle of what goes around comes around. Now, week 3, you have the Eight of Swords. You could experience the feeling of obstacles or roadblocks, and the way through them is mental. To recognize that some of these obstacles are merely thought forms and therefore completely removable if you can change the narrative to find your path forward. The big thing when Eight of Swords comes out is a reminder to get out of your own way and to be more mindful of how the brain can inflate the size of a challenge or inconvenience. The mind can make lions out of house cats sometimes. Week 4, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is really just a repeat of your whole theme, only it's applying it to more than home. It's thinking long term. Not just your home today, but your home tomorrow. Not just the home that you live in, but where your future generations will call home. And this means with the Gather Your Nuts card, more than just for your future, but beyond. Like, it doesn't really imply an event per se, just that during this time, adopt a mindset like that in your choice making. Now, for career and finance, you have the Eight of Cacti or Swords with the Tower. So for the self-employed, you could see some pretty big market changes, and you can totally capitalize on them, but you'll have to get out of some habitual thinking and be willing to take a risk. The brands that can't open their minds are the ones that won't make it. I'm hearing game changer. Essentially, anyone who stays trapped in their mind in some kind of thought prison is going to go down with this change. You can land like a cat on your feet if you take the constraints off of your way of thinking. Now, for those employed in an organization, just like the other group, the only thing that could keep you from landing on your feet in the event of sudden change is your own mindset about it. So, like if you trip and fall, it's going to be on your own thought forms. The self-talk, the language you use with yourself is going to be everything. The tower can definitely rudely kick you out of your comfort zone, and those that profit from this are going to be the ones who choose to see it as an opportunity for freedom. For love, you have the Eight of Wands with the Page of Swords. For couples, you guys are showing up super chatty. Someone might be broaching the subject of escalating things, moving pretty fast to the next level. It doesn't say that it's happening, but someone is bringing it up, and this is like, they might not just come out and say it either. They might hint about it. So be listening for that between the lines. Now for singles, I see a sudden influx of online attention. Like someone is just rifling through or swiping through your social media albums, like as though they're trying to get to know you that way. Maybe they don't have the courage to come out and have a conversation with you, but they think they can get to know you that way. I don't think you really have to do anything per se. This person has their own momentum. So just focus on this gathering and preparing and nesting energy that you're in. And if you want to share some of that on social media, it kind of will give them a glimpse into your life, showing them a little more. But that's if you are interested in who you think that is. And you will know by the occasional little like or heart here and there. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Looks like a really exciting month, and things could really be changing in positive ways. I will talk to you next month. Thank you.